Hello vinyl community and anyone else watching this. Yeah, it's me. I've been in some streams lately and people have said, hey, videos, man, come on. So here I am doing a video. It's record store day. I just got back, I don't know, an hour ago or something like that from my local store, and they had way more than I thought they would. I spent too much money. I didn't get everything I wanted, but that's what this is. I'm going to show what I did get. I even passed a couple things up, and one of my big wants was the Replacements album, and they did not have it. They didn't have the Warren Zevon either. But I passed up the Creation, which was a pretty big one on my want list. But there was just so many other things that I wanted. I couldn't do it. I have most of the tracks on it, so passed that up, and I passed the Tom Petty up mainly because they had a ton of them, so they'll still have it. And so I'm not actually worried about getting that one. So I hope everybody out there had a good record store day, got what you wanted, at least mostly what you wanted. Like I said, I was surprised. I was in a stream last night talking to people who were worried about getting this and that, and everything that they were worried about getting, the record store I went to had plenty of copies. It was weird. And like I said, the other things that I really wanted, I got. And a couple of things that really surprised me, I got. So let's just get started. Let's start out with this. I was on the fence and I just said, oh, what the heck. This is the Flaming Lips, Flaming Groovies 10-inch. It's early stuff from 1972, mostly produced by Dave Edmunds. I probably have a lot of this, but I don't have it all, and it wasn't that expensive, and it's pretty cool. You gotta love that he's holding a Jerry Lee Lewis record on the end. That's Roy Loney, I think. And I don't know if it's on colored vinyl or not, but it's a 10-inch and it's cool. So I'm a big Flaming Groovies fan, so I had to get I'll Have a Bucket of Brains. I mean, I had to, even though, like I said, I was on the fence about that one. This one I wasn't on the fence. I knew if I saw it I'd get it. They're always cheap. Having a Party, Sun Records Volume 8. They do a Sun Records compilation every year curated by Record Store Day. And they're always cool. They're always interesting compilations. Sometimes they're rockabilly, sometimes they're not. This one I think is actually a rockabilly one, which is really cool. Sometimes they go to the later days of Sun. These things are really cool. They're cheap. I always recommend picking these up. Next up, I wanted this, but it wasn't like top of my list, but it's cool and I'm glad I got it. The Who Face Dances 2-record set, half speed remastered at Abbey Road from 1980. First album with Kenny Jones on it. They made it a 2-record set. One record is the album and one record is live stuff and outtakes, demos, that kind of stuff. There's your track list. And it also comes with some cool lithographs. I've already seen a video from Beetle Brad, and he showed the lithographs and things. I'm not opening any of these right now, so you're just going to have to be stuck with my covers. But there's the Who. And like I said, I had a really good day so far. They had this. This I was kind of worried about getting because I really wanted it. I hope it's psychedelic. I've heard nothing from it, at least a little bit of pop psych anyway. Regimental Sergeant Zippo by Elton John. I think a lot of people probably wanted this. This is the first Elton John album recorded in '67 and '68 that never actually came out. And I just hope it's cool. I have heard his demos and recordings of the time, covers and everything. And if it sounds like those, this will be pretty good. So I was very, very happy to get that. That one's on just black vinyl, I think. The Who's on yellow and blue vinyl. Each record's a different color. I don't know if anything else is on colored vinyl. This is just black too, I think. This I didn't even know about till yesterday. Oddities and Extras, the Zombies. This is just an outtakes, alternate takes kind of album. At first I thought it was going to be like Odyssey and Oracle outtakes, but most of it's before that. But I'm a huge Zombies fan. They always usually have something for Record Store Day. The hype sticker says, a bespoke collection of rare singles and essential UK only album tracks from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees. So there you go, the Zombies. And of the current Record Store Day crop, this is the last one I got, and this was the one I wanted the most, because this has never, ever, ever been released on vinyl, and I might as well play some music while we're doing this. This is Having a Party with Jonathan Richman. This album, if it was released on vinyl, and it could have been, but I don't think so, but it's very rare, very, very, very hard to get. And Jonathan in the background. And I heard this was coming out, and I was like, this is the kind of thing, in my opinion, Record Store Day should be all about. Records like this that never had a proper vinyl release. Let's get them out on vinyl. So, very, very happy with this. And it was reasonably priced. Everything was reasonably priced that I bought, which is amazing to me, because the last couple I thought prices were a little high, and even buying a normal album these days prices are pretty high, but these were right in line with where they should be, and so that made me very happy. Now I did pick up 2 more records, but they weren't from this Record Store Day. They were from one of last year's Record Store Days. In fact, I think they were both from the Black Friday one, I think, but I'm not positive of this. And in fact, I was talking to someone in a stream last night about both of these records and how I missed them. And they were there. And they weren't there. This is the same store I went to. So he got them in after Record Store Day they came in, which was happening a lot. So anyway, I got the Bangles Dow Revolution, which just makes me so happy. This is a really good album. I'm a really big Bangles fan, and to have this on vinyl is just fantastic. And I'm so glad, and it's going to be on white vinyl, 2 record set. Very, very cool. This was the most expensive thing that I got, and it's not like he marked it up. It's just things were more expensive last time than they were this time. So, very happy with the Bangles. Elvis Costello wrote the title cut, Dow Revolution. Great song. And lastly, at the at Record Store Day, I got the other one I really wanted last time, and he didn't have. Welcome Interstate Managers. Now he had both of these. He told me he only got 1 copy of each, and they sold out really quick. And somehow he got other copies later. I don't know if they just came late or what. But this is a great album. R.I.P. Adam Schlesinger from this band. COVID got him. And this album is just fantastic. Never been on vinyl. Once again, both of these first time vinyl release on this and the Bangles. And just so happy to get it. So that should have been it for Record Store Day, but I spent enough where he's like, you're entitled to some swag. But I ran out of hats, and the only 2 t-shirts he had left were extra large, and I'm not an extra large kind of guy. So he's like, pick something else out. He's like, here, you want a crate? So I got a really cool record crate for absolutely free. And he's selling these for 20 bucks, I think. So that's some pretty cool swag. Plus he had a 10% off sale on everything not Record Store Day, which is the last 2 albums. And he always cuts me a little bit of a deal anyway. So I was pretty cool with that. I got me a record crate for free. And then after that, I went to the thrift store, because there's a thrift store kind of near the record store that I usually don't go to because it's not a very good thrift store, and it's like more than a half an hour away, and it's just not worth the trip to go to that thrift store. But I did get a few 45s. They aren't in great shape, but I'll show them anyway. I bought them because of the rarity. They're not, and I just don't see 45s, and they were 29 cents a piece. I got Carolyn by the Strangeloves, backed with Roll On Mississippi. Carolyn is a great song. Ballad of Bonnie and Clyde by Georgie Fame, backed with Beware of the Dog. The New Colony 6, Come On Over and Give Me Your Love. Things I'd Like to Say. They weren't quite as cool by this point as they once were. We'll get there in a minute. This record is not in good shape at all, but I never see it. Michael Nesmith, Joanne, backed with One Rose. And don't see this one either. Peter and Gordon, A Night in Rusty Armor, backed with The Flower Lady. Bob and Earl, a couple of soul guys on Mirrorwood Records with Dancing Everywhere and Baby It's Over. On Toma, Lorraine Allison, I Want to Be Loved. Lorraine Allison is amazing. And When Love Flies Away. Question Mark and the Mysterians, 96 Tears, backed with Midnight Hour. The Mindbenders, A Groovy Kind of Love, that one's pretty common. Life is Good. I was psyched about this. The Click, I'll Hold Out My Hand on White Whale, backed with Soulmates. This is probably on that White Whale comp that they put out a Record Store Day or 2 ago. Well, that's pretty cool. I love The Click. And the 2 best ones I got on Cameo Parkway, the Ohio Express, Beg, Borrow, and Steal, before they signed to Buddha. And Maybe. And this is probably the best one I got on Centaur Records. The New Colony 6, Let Me Love You, and Love You So Much. They were a little cooler then. And I picked up 4 albums at the thrift store as well. This one I bought to sell, clearly, and it cracked me up. Charlene Pritchett Does Floors and Aerobics. The reason I bought this is it's sealed. And strange things like this sell. So, you know, I'll throw like a $10 price tag on it and somebody will probably buy it eventually. It's long tail, but couldn't pass it up. I rarely pass sealed records up. Imundo Ross. I kind of like this guy. He does, well, Cha 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 is the name of the album, so you can tell what he does. But I rarely see his records. And this one's in pretty nice shape on London. Got the red London label. So I picked it up. Records are 50 cents there. So I picked that up. But the best two are the last two are the best two. Tower Communications. I have one other of these. These are like they're put out by Jepson, and they're learning records for air traffic controllers and pilots. And they're just cool. This one's still in the shrink. And they're interesting, and they do go for a little bit of money if I want to sell it. But I don't particularly want to sell this. But it's cool. I saw this and I was like, ooh, yes, they do have something. And then this, I mean, who could pass this up? You'd have to be nuts to pass this up. Pop Goes the Electric Sitar by Vincent Bell and his orchestra. Now, how cheesy is this going to be? This might be the best thing I picked up all day. I mean, this is just so cool. Going Out of My Head, The World We Knew, The Shadow of Your Smile, Eleanor Rigby on sitar. This is going to be just cool. It's not in bad shape. It's on Decca. Believe it or not, it's on a major label. It's in stereo. Yeah, this may be the find of the day. That's it. That's my record store day. By the way, we're listening to a cassette, and it's a tribute to Gumby. Is what we've been listening to. I don't think I'll get any copyright strikes on this, which is why we're listening to it. And that's it. Check out my podcast, snapcracklepop.podomatic.com. Still going strong. I'll see you in streams. I'll try to make a couple other videos in the near future. I have some ideas. But anyway, I hope you had a great record store day and got everything you wanted. And that's it. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye.